We're all people. Despite our labels or groups, we're the same. We live life to die, but in between we learn to survive. This one's for the people who struggle with life and knows what it's like to live at heart. Community outcasts, I respect you all. I see homeless people in the streets, they've been let down by society. People just stop, stare, walk past and move on quietly. I see widows grieving, I see gangs out trying to make each other end up bleeding. Before they die, they're gonna get down on their knees, they're gonna be redeeming. But that's gonna take a little cleaning for the pain, the misery and the anguish they made people feel. I see cultural hatred, this place is forsaken. People say life is what you make it, but I don't think anyone chooses to live in a block of council flats to witness kids being attacked by groups of youths with spikes, metal bats. Then they get a letter through the post and their bags are packed. They're being evicted because the man in the house just got convicted. He was selling drugs, trying to make ends meet. He was dealing the thugs and he got busted by the police. Life can be hard for many people, which is why they pray to God to make a bit of peace, because they've had enough of living in anguish and grief. This one's for the outsiders who feel like they have no hope, so resort to selling dope, because they have no money to put food in their tummy. Rich people think that it's funny to see the poor keep on struggling, yet the number of homeless keeps on doubling. I feel for the people in life who just keep on suffering. This one's for the people who feel cold and feeble, who are stuck on job seekers allowance. Now they have no account balance, because they got fired from their only work placement. Now how are they meant to provide? He fakes a smile when he tucks his children in at night, standing by his morals, trying to keep guns, knives and drugs out of their sight. His youngers are open to manipulation. They're trapped in the ends with no good friends, so they go out in large groups, and because of their anger and depression they start fights and riots, because the government are cutting benefits so people think the hell of it and don't realise the crimes that they commit, which is forcing lost souls to submit. For a way out they buy heroin and pills, as they put the needle into their skin and inject the liquid within into their bloodstream, causing their brain to shut down from an overdose, which resorts to them being in a comatose form. And for these people that's just the calm before the storm. This one's for the outsiders who feel like they have no hope, so resort to selling dope, because they have no money to put food in their tummy. Rich people think that it's funny to see the poor keep on struggling, yet the number of homeless keeps on doubling. I feel for the people in life who just keep on suffering. You see young mothers living in poverty, so to get clothes for the youngers they steal from lost property. They have all these problems with no one to solve them, and when these kids are 8 or 9 they start getting hooked into the life of crime, stealing blackberries and selling them for a dime. No wonder why the feds are there all the time, and come to their teens they advance to selling weed. This isn't luxury, it's a one option choice in life they must lead. Just like the elderly living on their own, reminiscing over the ones they once grieved. So to stop thinking about it, they buy drugs for the addiction they feed. This is the life that some people are forced to lead. If someone's at a crime scene, they're forced to flee, because they don't want to plead guilty for something they didn't commit or see. This means police have to apprehend them, then the court hands out the sentence. They don't even hear the story, they just see where they come from and where they live. In their eyes, they're getting rid of another council estate kid. This one's for the outsiders who feel like they have no hope, so resort to selling dope, because they have no money to put food in their tummy. The rich people think that it's funny to see the poor keep on struggling, yet the number of homeless just keeps on doubling. I feel for the people in life who keep on suffering.